Gillis, Bruce Katz, Julie Wagner and Kate Weddell's download Federal Innovation Policy paper in September 2020. HRNA advisors, New Localism advisors, and the Global Institute on Innovation Districts convened a group of experts to discuss the role that innovation districts might play in addressing America's social, economic, and environmental challenges, and what a new presidential administration might do to better support these knowledge-intensive neighborhoods. Based on this workshop, the group crafted a policy proposal calling for a Federal Innovation Zone (IZ) program promoting investments in infrastructure, talent, and R&D in innovation districts throughout the United States, with an emphasis on places that have yet to benefit from the innovation economy. With a new presidential administration entering office early next year, and the country confronted by a range of moral, economic, health, and climate crises, we hope that this proposal will stimulate healthy discussion over the best approaches for addressing our shared challenges. Participants in the workshop included Mason Ailstock, HRNA, Scott Andes, Carnegie Mellon University, Deborah Crawford, University of Tennessee, Bob Gillis, HRNA, Will Germain, Ventas, Bruce Katz, New Localism, Julie Wagner, Global Institute on Innovation Districts, and Kate Weddell's HRNA advisors. Below, we provide a high-level summary of the proposal, which you can read in full here. Allowing a challenging election season, the Biden-Harris transition team is now drawing up plans for their policy agenda. Their task is hardly enviable. As we enter 2021, the United States faces four epochal crises: a public health emergency, an economic downturn, climate change, and a reckoning with systemic racism. Addressing these challenges will require a new approach to investing in our communities that stimulates more diverse economic growth, promotes social equity, and taps into knowledge creation that solves, rather than compounds, our twin health and environmental crises. Federal investment in innovation districts provides a significant opportunity to address these challenges. The antithesis of monocultural research parks, innovation districts combine academic institutions, corporate R&D, startups, and entrepreneurial support organizations in mixed-use neighborhoods that promote creativity and collaboration, often in service of urgent societal challenges. Decades of research now demonstrates that the innovation economy thrives best in porous, multi-sectoral settings. By leveraging geographic proximity in its allocation of research funds, the federal government can thus dramatically amplify the impact of its R&D dollars. Similarly, by linking educational and workforce programs in low and moderate income neighborhoods to nearby innovation districts, the federal government can create a more sustainable economic engine for communities that are currently disconnected from the knowledge economy. Finally, by embracing its role in supporting regional innovation ecosystems, the federal government can reshape the country's economic geography on a more equitable basis, creating new opportunities for job growth and investment in the nation's heartland. To support the growth of innovation districts, federal policymakers must focus on three interlocking policy domains. First, investments in district development will provide the dense physical environments necessary for innovation economies to thrive. Second, investments in talent development will cultivate the expertise needed to drive cutting-edge research and diversify the talent pipeline of local workers and students. Third, investments in research and development will supercharge local and national competitiveness by channeling federal R&D spending to specific innovation geographies. Building on recent Senate proposals, including the Endless Frontier Act and the Innovation Centers Acceleration Act, there are a number of important actions that the federal government should take. District development: the federal government should support the growth of innovation districts in communities throughout the nation by creating a Federal Innovation Zone (IZ) program that funds programmatic and physical investments in districts with emergent innovation ecosystems that, barring federal support, would be unable to capitalize on these latent knowledge economy assets. seeking competitive proposals from local consortium bridging private industry, higher education, and local government. Awarding funds to innovation districts that are distributed throughout the country, with an emphasis on supporting places that have yet to emerge as innovation hubs. Talent development. The federal government should support the upskilling and reskilling of the nation's workforce by supporting the education and recruitment of diverse research and entrepreneurial talent in high-tech fields relevant to specific ISEs, requiring co-location of educational and vocational facilities within ISEs to facilitate job placement and access to the innovation ecosystem across the skills spectrum and enhance connections to adjacent low and moderate income neighborhoods. Funding the training of a diverse and resilient labor force with STEM skills through targeted partnerships with community colleges, four-year colleges, workforce investment boards, and the K-12 system. Research and development. The federal government should enhance domestic R&D activity by targeting R&D funding to universities and businesses within specific ISEs and incentivizing partnerships between companies, educational institutions, federal research entities, and state and local governments. Encouraging commercialization within university settings by amending grant-making criteria to incentivize applied research and restructuring technology transfer offices into loss-leading, third-party entities operated independently from university administrations. Providing seed funding for the creation of ISE-specific venture capital funds that can increase access to financing for new companies. With a new presidential administration preparing to take office, and the country facing a cascading set of crises, now is the time for the federal government to invest in the growth of innovation districts, particularly in regions that have yet to benefit from the new economy. With a thoughtful and intentional realignment of federal policies supporting innovation and economic development, place-based investments in infrastructure, talent, and R&D can leverage the power of proximity to supercharge American innovation and in so doing lay a foundation for a new and more inclusive era of prosperity. Topic COVID-19 Innovation Districts Technology and Innovation-Related Content Blog Post. The Global Institute in 2021. Harnessing Innovation Districts to Build Back Better. Julie Wagner, March 18, 2021. https://www.giid.org/wp-content/uploads/2021/03/GIID-innovation-districts-2021.jpg 639. 1920 Igor, https://www.giid.org/wp-content/uploads/2019/01/0/global-institute-innovation-districts-logo-color.png Igor, March 18, 2021 11:25:09 March 19, 2021 09:22:47 The Global Institute in 2021.
Okay, so that's information on what's happening right now. I mean, if you didn't watch, let me just see. If you didn't watch what was on yesterday, which was, I'm gonna stop the share here and I have to go back and find the screen. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm still recording. All right, let me just go and find the screen and I'll be right back because, oh, you cannot minimize. Okay, well, I'm gonna back and share the screen. And I want to look for specifically, what am I looking for? My mind just went blank. The real deal is, this is a meeting notes. We, the American people, are in control over what happens with the people. And when we choose not to step up, then nothing happens. And so when you look at the Black community, understand what we're looking at. because we're looking at the people who have never had the ability to share in the last 20 years. Well, the failures that are happening for their people. It's just not happening. And so what should we think? Because we're trying to follow the process and trying to follow the rules. And if you step outside of the lines, they use the CPS against you. They're removing children. I understand the fear, but we have to do something better here because our kids are not making it. So what would you say we should do as the conversation has not drifted into the local communities on how to save yourself? And you just have to be willing to stand up. I get it. I could not function in today's society because I would just be a rebel. And as I'm already being punished and punished from sharing on Facebook, they can't stop me from sharing what I pay for, which is the streaming service. So like, subscribe, follow me. I'm on Anchor. I have this podcast. It's called Parent Empowerment Hour. It's on Anchor. And you should get on Anchor too if you have something to share, one day at a time, one life at a time.